This is All India Radio. Under the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav series of Spotlight program, now we bring you a special program on India, a soft power hub of cinema and yoga.
India's strength is a cultural-driven soft power. India has been known around the world for its calm attitude. It held patience in its toughest time to get independence. One such cultural asset is yoga and the power of mantra practiced by the father of our nation, M.K. Gandhi. This has become a trend in today's world and has recently gained power. When it comes to defining India's more modern soft power, Bollywood is often cited. The glittering flamboyant films churned out by Mumbai's Gargantuan film industry have been long popular in certain regions of the world, such as the Middle East, Central Asia, Southeast Asia, North Africa, South Africa, and throughout South Asia and the United States. Today, we take a peep into both the soft powers of our nation. Whilst the term soft power is relatively new, the concept itself is not. Soft power has been globally recognized as a desired tool for expanding power and is a vital part of every nation's foreign policy. Let's listen to what our Minister of External Affairs, S. Jaishankar, has to say regarding India's soft power.
For me, this anthology in many ways is a very, very notable contribution about understanding India, about appreciating India, and in many ways about valuing India. Beyond economics, beyond politics, beyond orthodox conventional parameters of strength and influence, that is really where soft power comes into play. And we have seen in history that there can be very powerful countries, but who have actually failed in the soft power front and therefore met political reverses. It is not something which is that far back in history. So I see today culture, that connecting through culture, the comfort that is growing about India, I see that actually as very, very central to the rebalancing and something which works very much to India's advantage.
Since Jawaharlal Nehru's time, India has used its culture, including films and music, to spread its global influence. In the new millennium, various governments and leaders, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi, is perhaps the most recent leader who often talks about India's soft power.
वैश्विक संबंध में धीरे धीरे सॉफ्ट पावर मुख्य धारा बन गया है और सॉफ्ट पावर के द्वारा ही वैश्विक संबंधों को ऊर्जा मिलती है, ताकत मिलती है। भारत ने भी अपने वैश्विक संबंधों को बनाने के डिप्लोमेटिक जो कुछ भी चैनल्स है उसके सिवाय जो हमें विरासत में मिली हुई शक्ति है उसका भी भरपूर उपयोग करना चाहिए और ये संबंध बहुत लंबे अरसे तक परिणामकारी होते हैं।
Indian cinema has come a long way since its birth over a century ago. It has forayed into new avenues and innovated both in form as well as content. The production of cinema in various languages and dialects has taken this art form into new areas geographically as well as socially. The changing social mores and aspirations also found its voice in this medium. Karan Johar at Davos Economic Forum held few years back spoke about India's soft power.
I think communication is that India is open to business and open to business to the world in various sectors and in various ways. And I think Prime Minister Narendra Modi has always, whether it's been, kind of enhancing the digital revolution that is inborn within now the fabric of our country, and also about basically opening doors for business and therefore furthering the economic prospects of our country. I think I'm hoping that that's the communication that is made loud and clear to the world, because we have been through an unprecedented growth in terms of our economy, and I'm really excited about Prime Minister Modi's diktat to the world through the World Economic Forum.
We witnessed the triumph of the spirit of liberation and empowerment of women-centric themes on the silver screen and the success of movies. We have our Honorable Minister, Shri Anurag Thakur, talking about the sensitivity of Indian cinema and 75 years of Cannes Festival and Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav at Cannes.
As you are aware, India and France are making the 75th year of diplomatic relations. This is the 75th year of independence for India, and we are celebrating the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. This is the 75th year of Cannes Film Festival and 75th year of India and France diplomatic ties. A very special year as India is a country of honor at Marche du Film. It is a great honor for me to be here amongst the stars of the Indian cinema. The Indian film industry over the past 110 years has epitomized India's civilization culture of storytelling, from wall paintings to text, from television to theatres, and from reels to virtual reality. We can very proudly say that हमारे पास सिर्फ film industry नहीं, हमारे पास cinema है.
His Excellency Javed Ashraf spoke on the soft power of Indian cinema and its contribution to the world is noteworthy.
We celebrate 75 years of India's independence. I think nothing captures our journey better than our cinema in every aspect of the way. It's about what you do to change the way the world looks at us. But everything else, the world is undergoing digital disruption in every respect. And for us to lead the world as we are leading the world in public digital infrastructure, which is a widely known fact, I think we can be clearly a global leader in this field.
After getting the feel of the present scenario, here is a flashback of our soft power now and then. The term soft power was coined by neoliberal academician Joseph Nye of Harvard University to describe the ability to attract and co-opt rather than coerce, use force or give money as a means of persuasion. Today, we use words like soft power and smart power as analogous with the power of culture. As a result, India over the last 75 years attempted to begin to make better use of its soft power assets. 75 years ago, Indian cinema was extremely popular across Africa, Middle East, Eastern Europe and Southeast Asia. In 1947, the film Mother India became actor-director Raj Kapoor was mobbed on the streets of Moscow and Beijing for this film Sri Char. Dilip Kumar, Devanand and Nargis also had millions of fans in various countries. In the 1970s and the 1980s, Bollywood superstar Amitabh Bachchan demonstrated the same cross-border appeal. Today there are exceptional examples, think Amir Khan in China or Shah Rukh Khan in Germany, but the Indian film audience is still by and large restricted to South Asian diaspora only. It is today the world's largest film industry, surpassing Hollywood with an annual output of over 1,000 movies. The late producer and director Yash Chopra said that the industry has a moral responsibility to depict India at its best. We are the historians of India. The Indian diaspora must maintain its identity and its roots. India's soft power is manifested in its millennia-old traditions and wisdom that holds relevance till today. Another one of India's most successful and long-lasting soft power is yoga, now practiced around the world as a form of exercise with its distinctive use has become popular worldwide. Yoga's India's gift reminds the world of the need for exercise and healthy lifestyles. While India may still have miles to go in its quest to be a global political power, the world is already embracing it as a cultural superpower. One cannot forget the Commonwealth Games as it showcased the ancient culture of yoga. India is fortunate enough to be endowed with a rich soft power. The foundation of India's soft power is its pluralism, tolerance, secularism and unparalleled cultural heritage. It is well displayed by India everywhere. In 2014, the United Nations General Assembly declared the 21st of June to be observed every year as International Yoga Day. This was initiated by India and is seen as a projection of India's soft power.
Specifically,
हमारी पुरातन पारंपरिक
yoga
अमूल्य देन है.
is a invaluable contribution
मन
of our
व शरीर,
country, of our
विचार
tradition.
व कर्म,
Yoga,
संयम
our heart, our
व
body,
उपलब्धि की,
our ideology,
एकात्मता
our
का
actions,
तथा मानव
everything
व
is
प्रकृति
a
के
part
बीच
of our country.
सामंजस्य का
And in order
मूर्त
to,
रूप है.
While the idea of soft power is only a few decades old, many countries globally acclaim their cultural assets and values that date back centuries and remain sought after till today. One such country is India, whose soft power is underpinned by its civilization, heritage and cultural prowess. Unlike many other nations that have homogenized or rather westernized their culture, India's diverse yet coherent cultural fabric spreads across the length and breadth of the country. Furthermore, the rise of India's global stature in recent decades at various multilateral forums, the increasing popularity of yoga, and the world community embracing Namaste as a greeting during the ongoing pandemic are some of the most evident examples of Indian soft power. Yoga is popular in countries as varied as Spain, the US, Portugal, Indonesia, Morocco, the UK, Costa Rica, Italy and so on. The government is trying to harness the popularity of yoga and its benefits to project India's contribution to the world in the field of health and well-being and also spirituality. India's soft power was on display even at World Economic Forum Davos.
Yoga is all set to debut at the World Economic Forum in Davos, all thanks to India. 2 yoga teachers from New Delhi will teach asanas and pranayams to 70 heads of state and government, including US President Donald Trump, as well as celebrities, chief executives and top bankers at the World Economic Forum in Davos. The duo, Bharadwaj and Vyas, who are disciples of Yoga Guru Ramdev, will hold 6 sessions over 3 days. The aim is to help participants find a balance between mental, spiritual and physical well-being.
Yoga offers the opportunity to revitalize India as a Vishwa Guru, a guru of the world. Be that as it may, there is no denying that the ancient discipline of yoga practiced by seers and sages for millennia across India has worked as a double-edged sword for Modi, as yoga is increasingly being perceived as an important tool of Indian soft power and as New Delhi continues to project it as a magnificently successful campaign to spread ancient Indian wisdom. These groups may yet have a point which can form bonds based on commonalities in culture and spiritualism, or simply gain appreciation for India, is thus vital in the promotion of soft power. The power of the diaspora to connect with people of different cultures and with different value systems is one of India's most important targets. Our cinema has also had a great impact on our social values. Cinema is also a component of a soft power internationally. Now spread over a fruitful period of 100 years, the saga of Indian cinema has been that of a spirit of entrepreneurship, experimentation and innovation with new themes in form, content and technology. These have been employed by creative movie makers in India. The times to come would witness disruption of the familiar paradigm due to rapid strides in technology and its increasing presence in the space of our daily lives.
You are listening to a special program on India, a soft power hub of cinema and yoga. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of All India Radio. You can listen to it on our mobile app, News on AIR. This program is also available on our YouTube channel, News on AIR Official. You may email your opinion about this program at airnsdtalks@gmail.com.